Let me ask you something uncomfortable. What's your bank account balance right now? Now here's the question nobody asks. Who decided that number? Was it your salary? Your spending habits? Your discipline? No, that number, the one sitting in your account right now, was largely decided before you were old enough to ride a bike. You didn't choose it. You didn't vote for it. You didn't even know it was happening. But somewhere between birth and the age of 7, your brain downloaded a financial operating system. And most of us, we're still running version 1.0. Today, we're going to find the bug, and we're going to fix it. Here's something your teachers never taught you. The human brain operates on different frequencies, like a radio, and the station your brain is tuned to determines everything about how you process the world. Adults right now are mostly in beta, alert, logical, analytical. But children, from the time they are born until the age of 7, they live almost entirely in theta. Theta is the brainwave state of deep hypnosis, of meditation, of pure, unfiltered absorption. This isn't poetry, this is neuroscience. Dr. Bruce Lipton, a cell biologist from Stanford, spent decades studying how our environment literally programs our biology. His conclusion was stunning. He said children in theta aren't learning in the traditional sense, they are downloading. No filter, no critical thinking, no firewall. Think about what that means. When you were 3 years old, you weren't evaluating whether your parents' beliefs about money were accurate. How could you have been? You didn't even know what money was. You weren't fact-checking. You weren't skeptical. You were a biological hard drive, and the world around you was writing code directly onto it. Every argument, every sigh, every tightened jaw when the credit card bill arrived. Every time someone said, "We can't afford that," not as a fact, but as an identity. You thought it was just about being mean and unfair, but it was their truth, and that truth was being fed to you. It all went in, clean, permanent, unquestioned. Lipton calls this the programming period. And here's the part that should genuinely disturb you. Neuroscientists estimate that 95% of your daily behavior is run by your subconscious mind. Not your conscious, rational, YouTube-watching brain, the other one. The one that was built before you could read. So when you tell yourself, "I know I should save more, I just don't," that's not laziness. That's a 7-year-old running your finances. So what exactly got downloaded? Psychologists call them invisible scripts. Beliefs so deeply embedded you don't even know you have them. They don't feel like beliefs, they feel like facts. Let me give you 3 of these scripts. Money doesn't grow on trees. You heard this. Maybe not those exact words, but you felt the energy behind it. There is not enough. There will never be enough. Wanting more is naive. And so, as an adult, you don't negotiate your salary. You feel guilty spending money on yourself. You apologize for having nice things. Because somewhere deep in your subconscious, abundance feels dangerous. It feels like a lie waiting to be corrected. That's not a personality trait. That's a downloaded script. Rich people are greedy. This one is sneaky because it sounds like a moral position. Maybe your parents said it outright. Maybe it was implied. The eye roll at the neighbor's new car, the bitterness about the boss's bonus, the jealousy and envy of those more successful. But your brain heard something very specific. If I become wealthy, I become the villain. And so your subconscious, which is always trying to protect you, makes sure you never get there. You self-destruct right before the promotion. You undercharge for your work. You give money away the moment you accumulate it. It's not because you're bad with money. It's because your 7-year-old self decided that money makes you a bad person. The silent script. The feeling in the room. It's the feeling that descended on your household when money was tight. The tension, the silence, the way your parents' bodies changed. You didn't understand the mortgage. You didn't know what overdrawn meant, but you felt the frequency of financial stress, and your theta brain logged it as a survival signal. Money equals danger. Money equals conflict. Money equals the thing that makes the people I love disappear into themselves. And now, as an adult, every time your bank account grows, every time you get close to real financial stability, your nervous system fires that same alarm. Danger, retreat, sabotage. Here's where it gets real. That programming doesn't stay in childhood. It follows you. It shapeshifts. It disguises itself as personality, as preference, as just the way I am. But I want you to look closer at your actions when it comes to finances, or your inaction. The hoarder. They grew up in scarcity, real scarcity. Maybe the lights got cut off. Maybe dinner was uncertain. So now, even with a 6-figure salary, they can't spend $1 without panic. They have money, but they can't feel safe. Because safety was never about the number, it was about the feeling that was never resolved. They're not being responsible, they're being haunted. The blower. They grew up watching money leave as fast as it came. Or they were told, we don't have it, so often that money became mythological, unreal, something other people had. So now, the moment they get it, they spend it, unconsciously recreating the familiar state of having nothing. Because the subconscious doesn't want wealth, it wants familiarity. And for them, broke is familiar. Broke is home. The avoider. They learned that money was a source of shame, of conflict, of inadequacy. So they simply don't look, don't plan, don't engage. Because if you don't look at the monster, maybe it isn't real. This isn't irresponsibility. This is a trauma response, wearing a financial mask. So, now you know. The question isn't, why am I bad with money? The question is, whose beliefs am I still living? And more importantly, can you change them? Yes, but not the way you think. You can't logic your way out of a subconscious program. You can't read enough books to override a felt experience from age 4. There is no over-the-counter prescription or special drink that can help you suddenly change your beliefs around money. You have to go below the conscious mind, back into Theta. Here's a 3-part framework I like to call the rewrite. Step 1. Excavate. Find the script. Finish these sentences. Write them down. Don't think. Just write the first thing that pops up in your mind. No filter, pure honesty. Money is blank. Rich people are blank. I don't have money because blank. Whatever comes out, that's not your belief. That's your inheritance. Name it. See it. Because you cannot rewrite a script you haven't read. Step 2. Interrupt. Break the pattern in real time. The next time you feel financial anxiety, before you hoard, blow, or avoid, pause. Say this out loud if you have to. This feeling is old. It is not current data. Your nervous system is firing an outdated alarm in a current situation. You are not that child at the kitchen table anymore. You have agency now. Step 3. Install. Write the new program. Remember, Theta is still accessible to you. It's the state you enter just before sleep and just after waking. That window? That's your reprogramming window. In those moments, feed your subconscious the new script, deliberately, repeatedly. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I am safe when I have abundance. Wealth does not change who I am. Wealth starts with me. I am in control of my finances. This isn't toxic positivity. This is neuroplasticity. You are literally building new neural pathways to replace the old ones. It takes time. It takes repetition, but it works. Your parents weren't villains. They were also running someone else's program, and their parents before them. This is a generational curse, passed down not through blood, but through belief. But here's the truth that changes everything. Curses can be broken. You can be the first to create a new cycle, not of lack, but true wealth and abundance. The fact that you're watching this, that you're asking these questions, means the pattern is already starting to crack. The fact that you have made it this far into the video proves that you are already changing the direction of old generational cycles with knowledge that you ancestors never knew. You are not your programming. You are the programmer. Now go rewrite the code and make your sense make sense. If this hit different, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe to Sense and Sense, because this is just the beginning.